Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is his business. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you
intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Parrish. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here we go. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. Oh, he found a space on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's 2nd down.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 21, Oklahoma 14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's up. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. And that one's incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot, and now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to run for it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Powers forward. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
That's how the cookie crumbles.